Yeah, that looks good. Oh, tough. Hello, Ken. Welcome. Oh, goodness. What build we're going to do? We're going to start off with this one. Once again, we're going to do a Ambessa build, Warwick build, and then try out a different champion using one of their relics. Is this the optimal build for Ambessa? Not sure yet. I haven't tested it. Been someone here to say hi. Hello, Long. Hello, Rivy. I'm doing all right. Little tired, but overall pretty good. Yeah, I'm not 100% convinced what the best build for Warwick or Ambessa is yet. There's some good ones, but yeah, haven't played with this, but it should work pretty well. You get 1 extra starting mana, so you're going to start at 4, which is pretty crazy. Death's Foil lets you attack safely with Ambessa, which she's normally pretty good at, but lets you use your Midnight Raids on other people, because she won't need the barrier all the time. And Spectral Scissors to help us ramp up even faster. Also, just starting at 8 power will be really good for trying to get Ambessa to hit the 10 power threshold. Been playing Darksiders right now. I'm at 30 on monthlies. Probably should do another 15 today or tomorrow. I mean, if I didn't have to do the monthlies for content, I would probably just do my daily quests with the monthlies, really. You just have to get like 5 wins, just maybe do that every day, because I think that's when the monthlies are the most fun, is just sitting down and doing a couple, doing that every day or so. All right, let's jump right into it then. So yeah, we're gonna go with Ambessa, going with this build, trying to also do a turn 1 Ambessa, just in a little bit of a different way. And yeah, this should be pretty strong. So let's grab this, and I think we're gonna again go for the Viego adventure. I think it's a pretty nice testing ground for some of these higher end constellations. As we load in, though, we're just going to drop quick ad breaks so people don't get hit by pre-rolls. So if you need to go and do anything, you have about a minute, and we'll be waiting for everyone to get back. All right, let's go ahead and load in. You can drop Ambessa immediately, but you'll only have her on the board. Yeah, that is true. Baseline, like, hopefully we can get to the point where anything that can summon a unit at the start of the game will be very good for us. But starting at 4 mana and dropping her right away is not a bad thing. That's fair, I might do that instead. Yeah, the monthly challenges, yes, you should try to get them done in a month, but don't try to be like, oh, I have to get so many done in a specific day. Like, unless you're very close to the end, you haven't done them at all. I think spreading them out normally makes it more fun, but to each his own. I also didn't realize we'd be playing Portal Pals inside of Darksiders. I only played Darksiders 2. I never played the first one or the third one. Or I think they also made like a 4th sort of spin-off type of game. If you can kill something, you'll attack again, getting the 10 attack. Yeah, it'll be pretty good. I do like that with Ambessa, there's a lot of different ways to build her. And so I think what you're going up against will kind of determine what is the quote-unquote best build. All right, everyone should be getting back. Let's go ahead and look at powers. Slow but steady is incredibly good, so yeah, we're probably going to go for that. Makes our conscription go off twice. Slow, like this would go off twice and both stun and then deal 6, or just deal 12 damage. Make our public execution go off twice. Not that that's that big of a deal, but yeah, slow but steady is one of the best powers for Ambessa. All right, let's go for Spiderling. Yeah, with Ambessa it is pretty good because normally the enemy does have something on the board. This is okay. So she's normally going to have something to hit. Alright, so let's go ahead and drop her here.
Where are you?
Alright, so we don't have the overwhelm, which is definitely a little bit sad. But let's... Yeah, we can go ahead and kill this. They're still going to be able to block us, though. The next turn, that is. But still, getting rid of 3 units in a single round. And once again, we could go for a public execution here if we wanted.
Every soul trembles as it is woven.
Yeah, I think we will, because this will give us not only a rally, but since she's killing someone, it also gives her the free attack, which I think is pretty great. Alright, we could go for Blade Squire, but I think let's go for a Midnight Raid first.
I hope that was more.
Alright, so we'll get some good damage down. Yeah, let's go ahead and attack like this. Again, we don't have that overwhelm, which is a little rough. That's one advantage the build we did yesterday definitely did have. Alright, so just attacking is not really going to do it for us, although we could attack and then drop a public execution, so sure.
Spirit woven in tapestry.
This is going to give us double rally, which isn't necessarily the best. Let's maybe try to drop this here. And if we let this one get the kill, we'll get a rally, and then Ambessa will still have her rally ready to go of her getting the kill. So if they play something here, we could rally again. Okay, GG. Yeah, it's not bad, but the lack of overwhelm is pretty rough. And with this build, it's not like you can really swap something out for overwhelm. Alright, too expensive. Generally, although we're starting at 4, so it's not going to be that bad. Grant an ally elusive. This has overwhelm, and granting another unit elusive wouldn't be terrible. Would kind of mitigate our lack of overwhelm. Sure. What build is this? Starforged, Scissors, and Death's Foil. Playing Living Weapon and Beast and Archangels. Yeah, that seems like it'd be decent. Alright, so Vladimir. Not terrible. Ezreal's also not bad. Egghead Researcher we could play for free. That would actually be really good for us. Yeah, I actually like the Shyvana a lot. Let's go ahead and go here. Alright, so we have Monastery, Shop, or Healer. I think let's go for the shops. Let's go for Mistwraith. There's 1 War, 2 Death, 3 Fury, arguably the worst by far as per community sentiment, and Genesis, which apparently they announced a 4 is coming out. Third-person shooter, so probably Strife. Interesting. Yeah, I feel like the second Darksiders was probably the best one. Like, I didn't play most of the others, but from what I heard other people say, they kind of said that was the best. Let's give it a Screeching Dragon and the Blade Squire. So we would like to get our Ambessa and then the 2 cost. That would be we'd be able to play for free. But yeah, it is really nice with this build, the fact that you can hit that 10 power turn 1. That's pretty big. And then you just have so much mana to play with. Alright, once again, let's drop this here. I think let's go for a midnight raid first. And we'll potentially drop our egghead researcher. Hopefully they block. Yes, perfect. So we're able to get rid of their blockers. And so this is able to do a good amount of damage. Nice. Now, killing your own unit, while it is nice because you get 2 copies of them that both can then scale up and do a lot of damage, it is a little rough because then you don't have any other units. All right, we'll try to attack here and end, but they can probably play their burst speed blocker. Well, I guess that works too. All right, we will see if this works. So we're going to try to kill our own unit. Okay, it looks like it is working to kill them. And GG. Still gives us the rally. Every time I try to give Warwick a chance to play him, I hate him more. The champ is just not for me. That's rough. I mean, I don't think Warwick is bad, but yeah, there's some champions that it's normal to just not really like. Each round, the first time an ally with 5 or more power attacks rally. Okay, that sounds really good. It's a 1 cost. Yeah, that should be solid. 2 is definitely the best. Added onto and polished the systems of 1. Feels much more like an RPG. Looking for stats on items. The reason 3 is so bad because it's a hack and slash series trying to have a Dark Soul game. In it in itself is not a bad game. I think it's the worst one in the series because it's not the usual Darksiders, kill hordes of enemies and buy new moves and stuff. Just watered down Dark Souls. I think also for the third one, I think the studio had a lot less money, and so they couldn't put as many resources behind it. What's a good Nami build that's fun to play? Going for Found Fortune, Deceiver's Crest, and Chase Guns. You can level her up turn 1 and do a lot of damage. Alright, shop. Let's see here. Getting more copies of this one wouldn't be bad. Technically, this wouldn't be terrible for Ambessa because you like stacking specific cards, so getting a lot of the same unit, especially earlier on when you're leveling her up, wouldn't be terrible, but want something a little bit better. I mean, we're probably not going to need this, to be honest. Okay, by targeting our own unit with an equipment, it will give them barrier. Can help us hit that 10 power threshold, so it has some potential. I think we'll buy one of these. Champion item. Okay, so we're not actually going to go for the shop, so we'll actually get a couple more of these. We'd like to draw one at the start of the game because we could play it for free. So let's go for Remitter. All right, let's get rid of Kato. We do like the rest of this. We wish we could play the pits turn 1, but we're not gonna have the mana. All right, so we can drop our Ambessa. That's a very big unit. And we can go for our double Egghead Researcher.
Such fascinating creatures. I'll follow where I can.
All right, so nothing's gonna be strong enough to kill this one. Their Leviathan is going to die. I think let's drag this one aside here. Yeah, this looks like it'll be pretty good. All right, let's go ahead and attack again. All right, pretty good. We're not about to get a rally. Could drop our Shyvana. Could go for a Cunning Sweep. Could go for a Conscription, actually. I think we'll do that because we'll get a bunch of units that could dissuade them from attacking. Probably the best use of our time. Sure, let's go ahead and stun that. right, so we can put this one here
Is this?
and then block these 3. We will get a free attack. We can drop our training pits. Oh, is our hand full? Our hand was full. So we didn't generate her Midnight Raid. Well, little sad.
Follow the tracks.
Alright, so that one's gonna die. We put this one over here. Alright, so if we don't end, we'll be able to get a bunch of different rallies. Okay, GG. Oh. Yeah, this is definitely a good build, but it's not feeling miles ahead of the previous one. I think we'll go for the Drakehound. Drakehound should be pretty good. The fact that this can attack alongside our free attacks. So yeah, that could be very solid. Reckoner's not bad, but I do like that Drakehound. Alright, let's go for champion item. Farsight would be nice, but Power Rift, letting us drop our Ambessa and then potentially another card as well would be very nice, especially if we get that rally one, the landmark. I think we're going to get rid of Kato. We just never play it. Yeah, these two we're probably never going to play. All right, let's go for Fiora. The Yasuo adventure is absolute hell. I've done it once and never want to touch it again. I mean, for a lot of the Ionia ones, you just need to try to go for units or champions that focus on spells more than units. So like going for like Vex, Swain, those types that just have a lot of removal and you just kill everything. This isn't bad. But we will get rid of a couple of these because there's better things we could get. How to beat the Arcane Adventure with Vandal City. Vex is your best bet. Okay, so let's drop this because we want them to burn some of their mana, and this isn't something they can really punish us for playing. Okay, they are out of mana. That is fantastic.
Ask me about dragons, I just may have an answer.
All right, so we could drop this here. We're going to get a rally from the training pits.
What a specimen.
I think let's bring... Actually, Fiora's going to die regardless, so we can drag this one aside. Fiora's going to die. We'll automatically get a rally. Yeah, this will be solid. Yeah, being able to activate your 6-star every round is just so important. Alright, yeah, I think let's do another free attack. And GG. Nice. Had success with Yuumi 6-star. Yeah, it's still one of the 6-stars I don't actually have. Played Yasuo with someone I forgot, then picked Elise because I had a created unit synergy. Then every unit Elise created, including herself, was just stunned. Oh yeah, that sucks. I mean, I feel like Elise shouldn't be stunned. I think for Yasuo, I thought it didn't hit champions. We'll go for Excavator's Charge. If we can get her to be even 1 power stronger by the time we attack, then she can trigger the 10 plus power on her own. Stabilize, Inheritance, hold it. We are having units die. Stabilize, getting 2 of our champion. Actually, this isn't bad because when they both attack, they're going to buff each other up. So they are hitting the 10 plus power threshold baseline. And then they also can both use the Spectral Scissors to summon more units. And they both have Death's Foil, so they won't die in the first attack. That'll actually be pretty good. Sure, we can go for spells. Let's go for Battlesmith. Nice. All right, let's get rid of a couple of these. While some of these are pretty good cards, we want our Ambessa. And we'd love our landmark. So let's... Yeah, this summons doesn't draw.
I'm something of an aspiring trichologist. Ask me about dragons, I just may have an answer.
All right, so we can attack like this, having a full 6 units. We could keep one of them back, actually, just so we can have more get summoned after. Yeah, I think that can be okay.
Follow the tracks.
Sure, let's go for it. Oh man, that's why our hand gets so full. Oh, I guess, yeah, we didn't get a... I'm so used to getting that second attack all the time.
Ready for deployment. I'm actually here.
All right, let's drop this here.
The field.
And then let's go for a public execution. And I want to get rid of the one of the ones with Challenger, I think. That should be pretty good. Okay.
I'll turn the tide.
We'll take the hit. Well, we could drop other units.
What is this?
Sure.
I keep step with the heartbeat of Noxus.
All right, so this is actually going to give us a rally, so we can go ahead and attack like this. We'll then be able to attack again.
Noble end.
Okay, GG. Is it confirmed that Yasuo is getting a rework, or people just hoping for it? I mean, I wouldn't say a rework, but getting an upgrade to his 6-star, like getting the rest of the constellation, that is pretty much confirmed because they put out a poll saying, who do you want us to give a full constellation to? So he should be one of the ones that gets that. The time frame for that happening, though, we have no idea. Then we'll go for the cunning sweep. This is nice, but a little bit too expensive. Getting a free attack should be pretty good. All right, let's see here. Another stabilize, sure. Blighted Caretaker isn't terrible. Yeah, there's some things here that are fine, and we do have a lot of gold, but I think let's just go for the champion item. Let's go for Soldier. Yeah, I think for Ambessa, unless something changes and there's some other build that I need to try, which could be possible, I don't think there's one build that's just flat out better than all the other ones, at least yet. It is going to be more just personal preference, which I think is good.
I'm something of an aspiring trichologist.
That is a lot of units. All right, so we could use this to stun one of them.
What a specimen. I'll follow where I can.
All right, so we can go ahead and attack like this. Let's kill this one. Yeah, we won't get too much damage down, but we'll get a lot of scaling. Oh, that's not too bad. is pretty nice that each one can make a midnight raid. I didn't realize that. Oh, that's pretty good. All right, let's go ahead and get this rally going.
Oh, hello there.
And yeah, let's go for Legion Marauder.
We got here. Get him run.
All right, maybe GG, but if not, we do have a free attack. Okay, GG. You think it's possible to finish Arcane with 3-star Vex? I mean, 3-star only, not a single more. I mean, being able to get the extra power to get the extra damage, the bonus star, would definitely help. I think with this event, yes, you'd be able to do it with 3-star Vex. It might take some re-rolling, but if you get some of the extra powers from other champions, because the teamwork modifier can give you some crazy runs. So I think it's possible. Yes, it might take a couple attempts, though. It's interesting that all those in polls were big Titanic units. Nautilus, Galio, Malphite, Ornn. I wonder if it's an upcoming event. Ooh, this getting home turf is fantastic. Possibly, or it was just the fact of we want to do one of these big units. Which big unit will let the people decide? All right, home turf on this is going to be fantastic. Let's go for champion item. And sure, we can go for, well, we have a couple of rerolls. Let's see if we can maybe get something. Okay, so that's slightly hard. Because a free attack is nice, but since we're summoning so many units, Colossal Hammer on 3 different Ambessas is a lot of damage. Yeah, I think we'll actually go for the Colossal Hammer. Yeah, let's drop that here. Let's get rid of the Screeching Dragon. Now let's go for Viego.
No power in this world can stop me.
I feel Riot's been avoiding adding complicated champion to path, like Victor, Karma, and we're simply getting stats champions. I mean, I wouldn't call Ambessa simple. It's not like she's super complex, but yeah, she's not really that simple. And then also, I feel like Heimerdinger is another one where you have a lot to consider. And then even Warwick, while his star power is all about getting stats, the way you play him, there's actually more depth than I was initially thinking. But they haven't added that complex of a champion for a little while, although I think Heimerdinger is fairly complex. This is okay. Alright, so we didn't get our Ambessa. Fun.
Dragons, such fascinating creatures. The more we learn, the less we fear. With a little time, I'll have a breakthrough.
Alright, yeah, let's drop our Shyvana.
Unique insight into dragons.
Most are cruel, vicious, and deadly.
Follow the tracks.
So attacking with everything would immediately give us a rally. I think let's use one of these here.
Suffer my fury.
Yeah, let's go ahead and attack like this, rally, then we can do another attack and, well, let's get our scout attack off. I didn't want to do our scout attack and then burn the attack token.
Break them.
All right, so here we can go for our scout attack.
There are none like me.
Let's... we could stun one of them. I think it's fine. So no Ambessa, but we did get a good amount of damage down. Alright, well. Let's just print some more. Although it is going to give us so many stupid dragon cards. Alright. Drop these here.
Easy to dragon.
Alright. That should be GG. Nice. Alright, Ambessa is still a lot of fun, and this is a solid build, but it doesn't necessarily seem that much better than some of the other builds we have tried. So while this one's good, definitely doesn't feel like it is head and shoulders above any other ones. So I think for Ambessa, at least currently, there's a lot of different builds you can go with, and it's really going to be up to personal preference or just what the adventure you're currently going in to kind of determine what's going to be best for you. But it is nice that there's not necessarily just one best build you have to go with. Nora is probably the best 3-star Vandal City champion. But the one issue is, especially if you're going into like 3-star challenges, Nora's the best. Nora runs into an issue though where she stops scaling and the enemy's units just get too big. So into those higher nightmares, Vex is going to be a better choice still, even at 3 stars. So depending on the adventure you're going into, Nora can be best, but if you're going into these crazier adventures where it's like 6 stars or 5 stars, Nora's probably going to fall off, which is a little sad. Will Nora finish the 5.5 arcane? I feel like you're going to get probably shut down, especially by Anivia. Because if Anivia does a Buried in Ice, your whole board is screwed. But if Anivia does a Buried in Ice on Vex, you normally should have just a whole bunch of spells that you can still stall out and sustain. Alright, let's go ahead and move over to Warwick. Now, this is going to be a little bit of a cheesy build, but we're going to try Warwick with Succubus Brand. This should be pretty fun, because not only is he going to get a couple extra stats, but every time he's killing a unit, he's getting random husks, and he should get a decent amount of kills with his play effect and then his level effect. And the great thing with this is that the husks are going to get our buffs from our 6-star, so they're going to be a lot bigger. So any other units we play can then consume those husks and get a ton of stats. So this should be interesting. Yeah, let's go ahead and try this. And yeah, we can go ahead and load into Viego again and see how we're doing. Although, once again, I'll just drop a quick ad break. So if you need to go to the bathroom, get a drink, anything like that, go ahead and do that right now. I think I'll go hit up the bathroom myself, so be right back. Oh. All right, about 10 seconds and everyone should be back. All right, everyone should be back. Let's go ahead and take a look at power here. Deep cuts, can't stop, won't stop. I think all of our buffs are pretty much permanent, so that's not that big of a deal. Deep cuts isn't terrible. I think we could probably do better, though. Endless Wealth actually isn't the worst to get as your first option, because then you just pretty much have limitless gold. If we were going for stack deck, we probably would. Level up, lie in wait, chilling prophecy. I want to be able to play with Warwick, and this is going to make it a lot harder for us to grab him. Raiding Party could be fun. This gives us another way to just have some really big units. Yeah, that should be decent. All right, let's go for Spiderling. Yeah, Warwick is pretty fun, at least in my opinion. Let's get rid of Chempunk. We'll hold on to the rest. All right, so we can drop our Warwick, immediately get a kill. All right, so he wouldn't be able to quite survive that. All right, so we could drop a Caustic Rift. But I think let's actually go for Use Cast. That'll give us not only a good amount of blockers, but it also just gives us more units or more triggers. Let's... Oh, I guess Jury Rig probably won't be able to... Oh, actually, it can. Nice. Yeah, I think this is okay. Alright, so Warwick level turn 2. That's going to be very nice for us, because he's going to get a strike off and give us 2 more husks. Alright, let's go ahead and drop this here. Alright, so absolutely massive. I think let's go and reduce this down. We're already ending. Let's see what they do, and then we can use this to try to counter. Okay, let's just see how much damage we can do. GG. Alright, not too bad. Yeah, I didn't think the husks... It is going to be a little bit more of a cheesy strategy, but I think it'll be fun. We don't want to get Jace or Minty. I'll go here. I think that's fine. It's a nice champion draw. Got my first 5 and 6-star this week. 5-star Misfortune is great, and 6-star Volibear, not as impactful as I hoped it would be. Huh. I think for the 6-star Volibear, it's normally the opposite, where most people didn't think it was going to be that impactful, and it's even more impactful. Alright, Sport Champion. I do like Samira. Cheap champion to drop is always really nice. Yeah, Samira's pretty good. Let's see. Monk, healer, shop. I think let's go for the shop, see if we can get something fun there. So let's go for Mist Wraith. Honestly, for this build, instead of going for the double Succubus brand, we could go for stack deck, so that as the game goes on longer, our units and the husks also get bigger. Let's get rid of Get Excited and Sump Dredger. Hi Toast was wondering how you're finding the new 6-star. Where'd you put it on the tier list, ranking compared to other units from Noxus, Piltover, and Zon? Warwick, I think, is fun, but for P and Z, it's very competitive, so I think he's very much middle of the pack to bottom middle. I think most of the champions are probably still stronger than him for Piltover and Zon because they're all just so close. And then I think for Ambessa, she is second for Noxus behind Swain. So we could go for Elegant Edge, but I kind of want to drop Samira. Let's wait for them to play something. All right. They didn't want to play anything. Let's go ahead and drop this here. Alrighty. So Sansa follower, not terrible. Champion draw, not bad. Unit. We move for the champion draw. Serpent, nice. Okay, that can be fine. We're just trying to develop some blockers for us. It is pretty nice with Warwick that you know you're just going to scale so much, so even losing your units isn't that big of a deal. All right, let's go for Stylish Shot into Elegant Edge. Solid. All right, we're probably going to go for double Stylish Shot, but let's open up with Use Cask. Actually, if we kill this ourselves, they don't get the heal. So let's go ahead and do that. All right. GG. Warwick is actually pretty fun. Thanks, I love how both of them play at 3 and 4 stars. Riot did a really good job with the rewards this patch. Yeah, it's awesome that I think you can, like, unlock the champion and get both of them all the way up to 4 stars just from the rewards in the game. I think it's really nice. Loaded dice. Next round, when you deal damage to the enemy nexus, nab 1. I think I'd rather just go for the parlay. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab that. Let's go for a shop, see if we can get something good. Not bad. Memory game, this does help one of the bigger weaknesses with our Warwick. There's another shop there. So we could save the gold, but we do have some decent upgrades. Like upgrading our Clump of Wump with the Dragon's Tooth is decent. I guess we'll wait and potentially go for the shop. Duelist or Remitter. I think let's go for the Remitter. They should summon a lot of units that should give us a lot of extra damage from our 4-star. Hey Toast, I couldn't see your Ambessa run. Do you think it's better to do turn 1 with Starforged or Pack Powder, or the normal chain copy build? Honestly, all of the builds for Ambessa right now are pretty close in my opinion. I think if you want to focus on Ambessa, go for either Starforged Gauntlet or Pack Powder. If you want to focus on your other units, go for the Found Fortune build. And then for Starforged Gauntlets or the Pack Powder build, they're both pretty close. The Pack Powder build is a little bit more focusing on your Ambessa, because if you're using your Twin Drake Hounds, you're focusing on her doing a lot of the damage because she has Overwhelm. With Starforged Gauntlets, you don't get that Overwhelm, so you have to rely on your other units still a little bit more. Honestly, though, they're all really close. I don't think one of them is flat out just better in all circumstances. I think let's give it a Boom Crew, and we can hold on to the rest of these here. Alright, so we can drop our Warwick. It's a little sad we can't attack immediately, because we just will die. I think let's go for the used cask. It's really good for leveling us up and just scaling all of our units really well. So we could go for a Blood Hunt, but I think we are okay. Yeah, we'll potentially pass here. Alright, so Warwick will be able to kill that.
break it, you buy it.
It's a lot of damage. We could drop a jury rig, but our used cask was the last person we played, so we're going to get a copy of them next round, which I would like. So I think let's go right here. We'll have one unit left over for Warwick to get a kill on, and well, I guess other than all of those. Yeah, this is fine. So we could actually drop a Caustic Rift, which would buff up all of our husks a bunch. But I think we're okay. Let's go ahead and drop this here, because if we drop this, they could counter with a Withering Whale and potentially just kill all of our units, which wouldn't be the nicest.
Brewing up some trouble.
Alright, so I think we could attack like this. Could go for a Blood Hunt, but we're probably fine. And if not, we can drop our Elegant Edge. Alright, GG. Yeah, so far this build is doing pretty well. Thanks for the recap, you're welcome. 6-star Swain now has double explosive finale. That is awesome. Transfusion, not too bad. Deal 1 to an allied follower. I think we'll go here for the doubling dice. Damaging our own unit isn't terrible for triggering our own star powers, our scaling. And then this dealing damage to the enemy nexus is, yeah, pretty good. Alright, let's go for the shop here. Okay, that'll be very good. This will buff up our husks, buff up our casks. That'll be fantastic. We could go for spoils, but I think we're good. I think we'll get rid of the Shredder. I just never find a good time to play this. I normally would rather play multiple other cards than just dropping it all on this. Also, normally we have so much removal, but by the time we could drop him, normally the enemy doesn't have a lot of units. Alright, let's go for Fiora.
I would gut down the opposition.
I think we'll get rid of involuntary testing. It is a 1 cost, which isn't bad. Yeah, I think we'll get rid of that. Caustic Rift can be nice. Yeah, we can stick with this. Alright, so they might be able to punish us for dropping Warwick immediately, but we'll risk it. Because this should just kill her. Yeah, so they decided to kill our champion, but they died as well, so not that big of a deal. And we can just drop Warwick again. Sure, we can kill that one right there. Alright, I think we'll go for an Elegant Edge, because it will immediately consume these two, getting all of their stats and be just absolutely massive. Solid. Alright, so Warwick will get a kill. Of course, he hits the Ephemeral. Alright, so they do have some annoying slow spells, so I think we'll actually go for another Elegant Edge. It won't have Overwhelm, but I think it'll still be pretty solid. We just want to keep the pressure on them and not let them... Oh, they don't want to play anything. Alright, we'll just attack, and that should be GG. Okay. Target farming in December up the Copium. I mean, hopefully. We haven't heard about it in a while. But yeah, hopefully that'll be the case. Reckoner's Mark. Often I think Warwick would probably die, and I think Reckoner's Mark often goes off before anything else. Although, the card effect should hit first. It's possible, but it is a risk. It'll probably backfire, but I think it could be funny, especially since if we get kills, we can get a lot of husks. So potentially we could get like 4 husks turn 1. Again, probably going to backfire, but with our memory game, since we're spending all of our mana to drop Warwick turn 1, we then will get a fleeting copy we can drop turn 2. So that could be fun. Husk relic for Warwick, because the husks are going to scale with our star powers. So they're going to be absolutely massive. Trifarian, fantastic. Which, honestly, the husks could get to the point where they trigger the Trifarian, so that could be fun. Do we want to cut a card? Let's see. Could get rid of Sump Dredger, to be honest. Could go for spells. I think we go for here. Let's go for a Stalker. Alright, let's get rid of both of these. We do want to get our Warwick, and he's now going to potentially get 3 strikes off. Yeah, we want them to play something. Okay, not that big of a unit. Yeah, it seems like the card effect did go off first, which is nice. Alright, this would kill a decent amount of their units, although this one would get, yeah, all these effects. I think let's open with the Stylish Shot. And then let's drop an Elegant Edge. And then we can drop our Samira.
Take the shot or lose the chance.
Alright, pretty fantastic. Oof. That is not the best. But, I mean, most of our units are surviving. Yeah, if they had units, our husks would be getting strikes off with Trifarian, so that would be hilarious. Let's try to attack and just end. GG. Yeah, Warwick is pretty fun. Yeah, I saw on Reddit that you can increase your Nexus health with Warwick 6-star. Ice Shard is pretty good. Yeah, this will hit the Nexus, hit all units, should scale us up pretty well. That can be fun. Let's see here. Yeah, let's get rid of Sump Dredger. Alright, mobilize. Summon a Sting Officer. This would actually be a created unit, so they would actually trigger the Biggle Dust, so they would be bigger. Let's leave and see. Okay, yeah, I think we can grab this and then go up for a champion item. So, Swiftwing. We can get rid of the clumps. Or clump of wump. Yeah, I think this is fine. Yeah, it is fun that Warwick can actually utilize this relic decently well. Alright, so we can go ahead and attack. They didn't block, but Warwick is still going to kill them, so we are going to have 4 husks ready to go. And the husks might get strikes off. Oh, he didn't. Oh, right, we're not leveled yet. Right. Let's see. Sure, let's still drop this here. That free attack is so nice. Sure, let's hit both of these. They are going to use their Swift Wing to challenge and kill our Sting Officer, which would be a little bit sad. I guess we can wait for them to attack, to be honest. Because now we can actually protect some of our units. Alright, so we can drop this here. Actually, let's just go straight for the Nexus. That was kind of funny. So, accidentally hit the wrong card with the Jury Rig. Oh, well, we have one unit dying. We can drop another one and potentially kill this. Let's see if we get lucky. They are on the right, so that could happen. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty fun. Happy accident. Alright, let's go for stylish shots. Go for another Jury Rig just to have a burst speed unit. Ah, GG. You know, I think 6-star Warwick is actually better than I've been giving him credit for. I've been saying he's below some of the other Piltover and Zon champions, but that might not be the case. But, I mean, they are all so competitive, it's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, we can go for the transfusion. We might actually end up cutting it, who knows? Oh, my word. Another Reckoners is kind of funny. Free attack wouldn't be bad. I mean, the biggest thing with the Reckoners, it's normally going to give him enough stats to survive the first Reckoners. But I think we'll go for the free attack with our Trifarian. Well, our Trifarian effect will probably happen after. Yeah, we're already doing too many strikes. I think we'll go for the quick attack. Although the Deathless, again, could help us. These are actually all three really, really good. I think we'll try the Quick Strike Blade. But all three of those actually would have very strong effects for us. Let's actually give it to the Get Excited and go for Viego.
No power in this world can stop me.
I dare you to try the fight Lysandran counter if I survive double my power with I'm Inevitable. Maybe sometime. Yeah, we can give it a... Actually, let's hold on to one transfusion. Yeah, there. Viego's going to be pretty big, but I think our Warwick strike will hit first. Yeah, so that hit before our Reckoners. We had enough to kill him. Nice. Alright, that is a little bit too strong for our Warwick. Alright, killing Warwick, that's perfectly fine with us. Because we will just drop another Warwick. Alright, yeah. This is pretty good. The husks are pretty fun. Do we want to go for Samira? Let's go for the Giant Boom Crew rookie, actually. Yeah, the husks are a little cheesy, but it's actually pretty fun. GG. Oh, I love it. Love your evil laugh. Yeah, it's not the first time I've been told my laugh is evil. I unsettled my sister-in-law one time. It's just my natural laugh, though. All right, so Warwick is still quite a lot of fun, and I think the husks are pretty great. Probably if you want to make this work a little bit better, you might want to go for the stacked deck so that your husks can get bigger later on in the game. But the husk has great synergy with your Warwick because then you're able to scale them up with your Eternal Hunger so that later in the game they're just getting even bigger. And then they can help your other units also be stronger so that they can maybe survive long enough to get a kill, survive, and fully heal up. So while it is a little bit more of a cheesy build, I think the husks are still pretty good for Warwick, and he has a greater synergy with them than most other champions. Do you think Warwick deserves the S tier spot constellation like Viego or Swain? No. I think Warwick is good. The more I play him, the more I am liking him. But he still has a long way to go to be with like Viego and Swain. Yeah, he's not there. But yeah, the more I play him, the more I actually do appreciate him and his 6-star. All right, let's go ahead and test out Volibear. I've actually really been liking Volibear with the cruel experiments. This does a couple things for you. For one, it contributes towards your level up. Obviously not a huge amount, but it is still pretty nice. And then giving your units the overwhelm and impact is also nice. Again, contributing towards your level up, but Volibear can have an issue where he is just getting blocked out, especially like obviously before he levels. Once he levels, all of your units get that overwhelm, but normally with Volibear, there's a round or two where he's not leveled, and he can just get blocked out. You can actually lose out on a lot of damage. So the Cruel Experiment is really fun for that, and then some of your other cards, like the Unscarred Reaver, you drop this, it immediately damages itself, and then gets that 3 power. So it's pretty good. Now, the one downside is that for units like Tribalists, where their Titanic is coming from their health, they will get damaged and then they won't get the strike off because they're technically not Titanic anymore. So that is the one downside, but I mean, often you are considering cutting this card anyways, so it's not that big of a deal. And for most of your other units, especially the ones you get later on, they get the Chain Vest. So even if they still have the same issue where their health is the thing giving them Titanic, with the Chain Vest, they're not actually taking any damage. So let's go ahead and try this here. And again, just to be consistent, I'll go ahead and hop into Viego. Does the strike go off first or the stat go off first? Them getting hit by the relic goes off first, so then they don't get the strike off, even if your 6-star would buff them up, which is a little sad. Inheritance, Explosive Entrance. I think we'll go for Inheritance because this can be pretty fun to make other units Titanic as well. So that should be a good time. And then we'll load into Spiderlings, but an ad is wanting to drop. So again, if you needed to go and do something, you have about minute and a half. So go ahead and do that right now as we load in here. I don't have Bandle City Champ that can get through Anivia on Karma Adventure. Vex struggles early and Yuumi gets countered by Buried in Ice. Yeah, that one is... It is pretty rough. The Anivia is very annoying. Most of the Bandle City champions are focused on their units, and Anivia is very good at countering units. So, yeah, it does suck. The good thing is you have over a month because you have this patch and next patch before those will potentially go away. I mean, the one bad thing is if you can't get through, then you can't get to Aurelian Soul, which is unfortunate. Yeah, Vex is still going to be your best bet. But again, with this game, it does come down to luck, so you can just keep trying and hope you get the kind of perfect run. But yeah, that is not that fun of an adventure. I'll definitely agree with you there. All right, everyone should be back momentarily. Okay. Let's stick with this. The avalanche could be very good for us. Granted, we can't use it. Actually, we can. Right, we start at 4. Do we want to immediately attack? I think let's go for the Unscarred Reaver first. And yeah, we won't bother attacking. We'll just bank the mana. We want them to develop their board. Is we're going to go ahead and hit them with a avalanche. Yeah, that won't be terrible. They'll still be able to attack and get some decent damage down. Alright, so we can kill that one. Drop this one there. Alright, so this would kill 1 unit. Oh, this would take up our sigils. Yeah, we could just drop our Volibear.
I wield the storm.
All right, sure. Let's drop this right here. Yeah, the inheritance can be pretty fun for Volibear. Do we care about battling Bjerg? I think let's drop this one right here.
The truth fall here. The finality of the storm.
A true Felurian will come. Arrows at the ready.
All right, so let's go ahead and attack. It's nice that some of our units do have that overwhelm. Granted, this one's gonna get blocked.
Please, I have connections.
So we're 1 away from ending. So yeah, I can showcase this right here. I tried this earlier and it wasn't working, so it should not get a strike off. Yeah, as you see, it gets buffed up to be very massive from all of our sigils, but it gets hit with that relic the exact same time the game checks to do the strike, and it just doesn't happen, which is a little sad. But it's so good for the Unscarred Reaver.
Let us turn this tundra red.
Alright, so we'll just pass.
Leaping into action.
And GG. Just try Nora with Oath and find 2 of the champions or the Titanic Wake. I mean, yeah, Nora could high roll. So this is a 6 cost, but this one is actually interesting because it's not hitting Titanic, but it could get hit with the inheritance, and then it could just buff up all of the units a massive amount. When summoned, grant units in your deck my stats. So this one would probably be the better choice to do right here, but I think this could be fun. So let's go ahead and grab this, see if we can maybe upgrade it a little bit more as well. But especially if that can get hit with inheritance, it'd be crazy. Oh look, we have Nora. Alright, so Jarvan's gonna hit that Titanic threshold, so that's nice. Cataclysm's not bad, it's a good amount of damage. Yeah, I think we can go for Jarvan, that's okay. And let's go for the shop. Let's go for Mist Wraith. Alright, let's get rid of that, and yeah, we can hold on to all these. Good luck, Shiguru. Hope you're able to get through this time. Let's go for our Unscarred Reaver.
I've got
And also go for our profit. And yeah, we're actually totally fine with our own units dying, because by them dying, they're able to buff up our other units on our board. All right, so we would capture one, strike one. Yeah, I think this will be good.
Leave this place.
All right, not bad. Let's go ahead and get a free attack off.
Vanguard is here for you. You are a sight for sore eyes, soldier. To arms.
Yeah, having your units get that overwhelm is very nice. All right, GG. Oh, because Vex converts damage into gloom, Swain's power doesn't activate because it needs the damage first. Oh, that sucks. Oof. You can showcase Jarvan being summoned from hand and taking all the sigils extra stats without consuming them. Yeah, that's true. That could be pretty good. So 4 cost, 6/6, not terrible. Yeah, I suppose we can grab that. All right, so sparring student. It is summoning someone at the start of the game, which isn't the worst for us. Six cost, 3/5. Normally this wouldn't be that good, but the fact that this can scale up even more, and the fact that the Shadow Totem, like, we're really actually building around inheritance right now. When I'm summon Jarvan, if he's already in play, give allies Challenger and Scout this round. That's also not terrible. Yeah, I think we can drop Sparring Student. It's not massive. Bay Guide, Smooth Soloist. Okay, so we do have Smooth Soloist, so I think we'll actually hold off and save our gold for that. Let's go over for Remitter. This is okay. Yeah. Yeah, let's go ahead and drop the profit. And sure, let's go for the Reaver. Let's just do as much damage, get as many kills as possible. Alright, so we could go for our Battling Bureau, but I think we'll hold off and drop our Volibear next round. Them summoning more units is perfectly fine with us. More units to get kills on.
I wield the storm.
Alright, I think let's go for Ice Veil Archer, because he can effectively shut down 2 units. We're gonna have him block and kill that there. This go here. Yeah, looks good. Alright, so she's still not getting hit. That's a little sad. Sure, we can drop our Battling Beard.
When all is dark and cold, I shall remain.
Leaping into action.
Alright, I think let's go ahead and attack and probably just end. If not, we do have a Cataclysm to go again. Yep, GG. Yeah, the Overwhelm, Impact, and even the extra damage, it's pretty much all working out so well for you. I don't feel like this is one that is, like, necessary, the Relic, but it is pretty nice. Entering the stream to see a Volibear build on my birthday. Glad you could enjoy it. Happy birthday. Let's get Dune Swallower. That's normally a good time. Little buddies is pretty good. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. A lot of fodder units that we can just immediately kill. We'll probably fill up our board too much at one point, but it can be fun. Let's get rid of the Tribalists and let's go for Fiora.
I would gut down the opposition.
I love when my bosses are also puzzles. Dark Side is so much fun. Let's get rid of a couple of these. You should try to find one of these stabilizers, Titanic Wake, or Trifarian. I mean, yeah, those are all some of the best powers. Let's actually immediately Frostbite her, because I feel like she's gonna cause problems.
My arrow won't miss.
Sure, let's go ahead and attack like this. Just get some damage down on her. And yeah, we're keeping the other units alive so that we have units for our Dune Swallower or Volibear to kill.
If only Fiora could see me now.
Alright, so Volibear will kill all of our units. Fiora would be able to kill him. Still though, sure. This will give us a ton of sigils. Alright, I don't really want to kill our Volibear, so let's go ahead and drop our Jarvan. Yeah, they should have attacked when they had the chance. Alright, so still, these have not been hit with the Titanic, which is a little sad. I think let's go ahead and attack. Yeah. We won't quite end, but it's a lot of damage.
We're tall as a mountain and covered in ice.
Let's drop our Plunder Poro so we can drop our Dune Swallower to kill these three. And now we can drop our Lore Keeper. This will buff all of our deck, and they're all going to be massive. Kind of overkill. What's the build we're testing? We're testing the Warwick Cruel Experiments on our Volibear. Alright, this should be game. GG. That's genuine, by the way, not sarcasm. Makes the fight so much more interesting when I don't just have to hit it a certain number of times. I mean, I think that's why people like Dark Souls bosses. They are kind of a puzzle of when do you go into attack, when do you dodge, when do you block. Ancient Coin is good, but I think let's go for Quick Strike. Yeah, that should be pretty fun. I think this is the first time I've seen the Jarvan level up. Wow. I get Jarvan fairly often as a support champion. Trifarian, another strike. Fantastic. Rekindler. I think we'll go here for Stalker because they should have more units for us to kill. Alright, let's get rid of both the Sergeants. I love the fact that the Fire Giant and Elder Ring roll away whenever I get to him. Yeah, we can drop this here. Alright, so we'll hold this one back because we want to at least be able to get a kill. Yeah, our own units dying isn't a problem because they give our other units inheritance.
Fresh catch? Well, it was fresh.
All right, so we could drop a Dune Swallower. That would give us 3 kills. Sure. Rip one of our mana gems, but then we can go ahead and drop our Volibear. And we actually have the Overwhelm, so we don't have to worry about getting blocked off. So all this damage isn't wasted, which is very nice.
Where are you?
All right, fantastic. This is the Viego 5-star Nightmare. I guess we can go for our Bjerg.
Tall as a mountain and covered in ice.
Does death follow me or peace?
All right, let's see. Let's drop that one there.
Bar the doors.
Yeah, we'll take a little bit more damage, but that's okay. All right, let's just attack and end the game. GG. Oh, Volibear's a good time. I love just dropping the massive units. This will give us some good sustain. Gentleman's Duel is not bad. Yeah, that'd be decent, but I think I like more of the profits. Let's grab this. Another Trifarian. All right, don't mind if I do. Let's see, what is that? Honored Lord. All right, so Mobilize actually isn't bad because it's also giving us the Storm Calling. So that's actually going to give us a lot of cost reduction. So, sure. Let's do one reroll. Ooh, I do like Crown Guard. Okay, yeah, we can grab that. And I think let's go for the champion item because this one actually gives us... Well, actually, I was going to say that, but Swiftwing gives us so many units to kill, which is often quite fun, so we can go here. I don't always grab Ledros. I prefer Crown Guard actually over Ledros. Let's get rid of this, and yep, we can hold on to the rest. All right, I think we can potentially just, yeah, we'll drop this here. That could be okay. All right, we'll just hold off for now. All right, time for a ton of damage. Just get like 3 strikes off. Oh, and there's Jarvan. Also getting 2 more strikes off. Yeah, so Jarvan, GG, oh my word. So Jarvan is able to be summoned, yeah, and not consume the sigils. Oh man. That was fantastic. So we dropped our Volibear. Our Volibear had free attack on. And we have double Trifarian. So Volibear got 3 strikes off, 2 Trifarian, 1 from our 2nd star power. And then the free attack also summoned Jarvan because we were able to make so many sigils that Jarvan didn't cost anything. So he got summoned for free. And then he got 2 more strikes off. And yeah, we just absolutely destroyed. Yeah, he gets all the stats, but he doesn't consume the actual stacks of them, which is pretty great. Oh, all right, let's, I guess, get this. Yeah, you can summon multiple Jarvans from your hand if you have the mana for it. Let's go for Shadow Totem because this means we're essentially getting 6 strikes off with our Volibear, which is pretty hilarious. Yeah, this is sigils. It's so good that they're a play effect, not a summon effect, or of how they get consumed. What do we want to cut? I think we'll cut the sergeant. Let's go for Viego.
No power in this world can
Volibear is just so much fun. This is fine. We could try to reroll for our champion, but some of these are okay.
The winds of change blow bitter cold. I will not be
Alright, I think we'll go ahead and pass. That's fine. Like, yeah, our one ephemeral one will die. Alright, so this should just probably annihilate their entire board.
They offer tools entrail, but never flowers.
They are less satisfying for my
Yeah, okay. So there goes their entire board. And we now have 20 sigils. I think that's pretty good. Let's drop the Lore Keeper, meaning every single thing that we have is going to be insanely massive.
What do you tell the offerers here?
All right. Pretty good. Yeah, not drawing Nami is pretty bad. All right, this will be game, but we also have Crown Guard. Oh, they actually did get, oh my word. The enraged Yeti. It's so big. All right, let's drop our Crown Guard. Drop the Yeti for the memes. GG. Hey, Torcat. Oh. We need this build for the Sump Monument. Yeah, that would be pretty good. We're just doing some build testing. So yeah, I think the Cruel Experiments is a lot of fun on Volibear. I don't think it's necessarily the best in slot, so it's not like you have to get this, but if you happen to have the relic, I think it's a good option for you. Lets you focus a little bit more on your Volibear himself. The extra damage, both from your unit gain summon to gain hit, but also the impact, helps you level up your Volibear faster, but it also makes the level up not quite as necessary, since this is a good way to give all your units, or at least most of them, that overwhelm before he actually levels. Because often in adventures you do lose out on a lot of damage of just getting blocked out because you don't have the overwhelm. So this pretty good though. So if you have the Warwick relic, go ahead and try it on Volibear. I think it's pretty solid. I got Ash 6-star, and I'm always patient taking damage for Lysandra to drop the Watcher. Back in the day, I thought Gallia was hard. Then we had Lysandra. Now I bet Lysandra with my, or beat Lysandra with my 6-star champ before bed for revenge. To revenge the time I was suffering. Yeah, they used to have things that were pretty difficult. I mean, things are still pretty hard. Lysandra still can be quite a pain if you try to go through with the wrong champion. We're close. Granted, we don't really need the diamond vault that much. It's just going to give us a bunch of stardust, but soon. All right, so I think coming up we're going to do Vayne with the twin Drakehounds and see how that does. Is there anyone else? I think that's most of the builds we wanted to test. Is there anyone else that wants to use the twin Drakehounds? So we tried it on Ambessa, we tried it on Vayne. Lilia, right. Lilia is the other person. So we're going to try it on Lilia and see how she does. because since we have the 6-star, we can't actually get it to trigger, and so this should be another interesting build. Was there anyone else? Oh, I guess we could do Warwick with the Pike Relic. That's one that I heard about. That was kind of funny. Yeah, we've gotten through most of the champions. Maybe Echo with the Ambessa Relic because of Parallel Convergence. I mean, that would technically work. I just don't think that would be enough of an impact. Heimerdinger is actually one that I do want to get his 6-star. I think it would be interesting, but Vandal is one of those regions I just have not gotten a lot of resources for, sadly. I mean, that's the only region where I don't have a champion at 5 stars. Yeah, I'm still 5 away. I guess maybe I can get lucky in the weeklies and maybe we'll grab it there. But I think that's where we'll call it for today. And without spoiling anything, there's going to be some interesting videos coming out on the YouTube channel today. So definitely check that out. Nora's also my only 4-star. Yeah, he sadly came in at the very end, Tora. But thank you all for hanging out. We'll probably be streaming. Well, we will be streaming again tomorrow, and then we'll probably also stream on Friday. But yeah, check out the YouTube channel later today. Hope you all have a great day. Hope to see you tomorrow. See ya.